What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sal here. Freestockpicks.org. Sign up for my newsletter if you haven't already. Ladies and gentlemen, no show today. I will be doing a Wednesday show. But ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to make this quick announcement. I went to go vote today. I'm not going to wait till November 8th, and it's going to be a disaster on November 8th. Parking, waiting in line. I just don't have time for that. So I went and took advantage of early voting and did it today. And I've got to tell you who I voted for, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a decision I didn't take lightly. I was up all night thinking about it. I said, God, you got to show me a sign. You've got to tell me who's going to be the person. Who's going to be the person who is going to walk in your righteousness for the next 4 years. We've got people called ISIS who are literally beheading people. We've got Saudi Arabia that is pushing people off ledges and also beheading people. Women who decide to drive. People who are gay. We've got the Middle East bringing thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of poor women from all over East Asia and Africa to use as sexual slaves and maids for as little as $300 or $400. Who is going to be the man or woman who can change this situation? And I'm not trying to preach here. I'm looking for somebody who can create change. I prayed on it, y'all. I prayed on it so hard, man. I prayed on it so hard. And I've said very disparaging things about Donald J. Trump. I've said very disparaging things about Hillary Clinton. But at the end of the day, I said, who's going to get it done? Who has a history of getting it done? And if you lay out the records, it's so clear, man, it's Donald Trump. If you lay out the records, just lay out their lives. Who's been talking the talk and walking the walk? And it's Donald Trump. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm very concerned about his associations. I'm very concerned about anybody who's going to be or who is affiliated with people who have associations with the Ku Klux Klan. I'm concerned about those associations. But George W. Bush had those associations. There are people in the Democratic Party who have those associations. And shame on anybody who believes that voting for Donald J. Trump will somehow result in the oppression of people of color. It's not going to happen. God has told me it's not going to happen. History has told me it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. In fact, after my hours of deep prayer, man, I prayed about this so hard, y'all. I know I don't make my religion a central focus of my show, but I prayed about this real hard. I really did. This man will not only put people of color on a trajectory to greatness they have never seen before. Let me tell you guys something right now. Donald J. Trump is going to put people of color on the path to financial greatness that this country has never seen since Reconstruction. Do y'all understand me? Do y'all understand me? When he destroys these policies like NAFTA, when he destroys these policies, these regulations that prevent people of color for being able to step out and step into their own destiny outside of the control of the Democratic Party, outside of the control and the bondage of welfare? Do you know what is going to happen? Do you know the accumulation of wealth that will happen when people of color can step out and truly live the life they were meant to live? I don't think you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is that I need you to walk. I need you to walk in faith and not in fear. Walk in faith and not in fear. You say you go to church, right? You say you go to church, right? So if you go to church, why have we so long as people of color compromised with a party that a Democratic Party that I've come to the conclusion now doesn't stand for what I believe in. I don't believe in gender bending. I don't believe in teaching homosexual acts to first graders and second graders. I don't believe in that. Why am I compromising my religion? Why am I compromising my beliefs to vote for people like that? Why am I voting for a political party that supports homosexual organizations that continue to usurp the struggle of the black civil rights marches and the contributions of black civil rights leaders and make black civil rights gay rights? That black civil rights wasn't about gay rights. Why am I compromising my vote? I'm not compromising anymore. I'm not going to compromise anymore. We've got bigger issues to deal with. We've got people being beheaded. We've got people being sold like dogs. It's a new time. It's a new time. And I'm not going to walk in fear. I'm going to walk in faith. I'm not a perfect man. I'm not at all. I'm a young brother trying to start my own little business. Thank God for YouTube. Thank God for the little setup here that's created what little wealth that I have that I'm trying to build up. But what I have learned about men of wealth and men of purpose, and men of wealth tend to be men of purpose, is that it starts with good decisions. And I think I made a really good decision today by voting for Donald J. Trump. A good decision for myself, a good decision for my family, and a good decision for my country. And I hope you follow me into that decision by joining me and voting for Donald J. Trump. It's your boy Sal, man. freestockpicks.org. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.